Hello from Seoul. It seems like too many people are not enjoying seafood, so that's why I brought this. Even if you've been avoiding seafood for many years, I'm 100% sure you can't say no to this. Today, we're gonna be making shrimp toast, one of my all-time favorite Chinese appetizers. A crispy golden brown sandwich with a beautiful shrimp filling is like a perfect dish with a bunch of different flavors and textures. So I really want you to give it a try. Once you take the first bite, you will totally understand why I said even the seafood haters will love it too. For this, you will need some shrimp, egg, green onion, butter, and some white bread. So simple, right? There's no reason not to try at home. Alright, let's start off with the dipping sauce. Of course, you could totally serve it with some store-bought ketchup or sweet chili sauce. But this homemade dipping sauce is literally, oh my god. Trust me, you will elevate your shrimp toast to a whole new level. So I highly recommend making it. In a small container, add 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce, 1 tablespoon of ketchup, 1 tablespoon of vinegar, half a tablespoon of sugar, 1 tablespoon of minced garlic, and give it a good mix. You know what? This is like a guideline for our dipping sauce. So if you want it to be more sour, you can add more vinegar. If you want it to be sweeter, you can add more sugar. What? You want it to be a little spicy? Then add a little bit of chili oil. No problem at all. So feel free to play around with it and make it your own. As always, everything will turn out fantastic. By the way, we have all the instructions and a list of ingredients on our blog, aaronandclaire.com, so please visit here if you need a written recipe. Now, let's move on to our shrimp filling. First, thinly slice 1 green onion. Today, we don't need a lot of green onions because if we add too much, the shrimp filling can be too watery. So even if you're a big fan of green onions, like me, please, just use about 2 tablespoons. Next, take 250 grams of peeled and deveined shrimp and pat them dry. And once that's done, using a knife, just finely mince them. So simple, right? But make sure to use raw shrimp. If you use cooked shrimp, they'll become tough after deep frying. So when you taste it, you might feel like, am I eating an eraser? I warned you. So if that happens, I'm not responsible. Now, let's put it in a mixing bowl. And then to that, add the green onions, 2 tablespoons of potato starch, 1 egg white, 1 teaspoon of chicken bouillon powder, some black pepper, 1 tablespoon of unsalted melted butter, and stir it vigorously in one direction for about 2 to 3 minutes. This is gonna help the mixture become nice and sticky, so it will stick to the bread and won't separate while deep frying. But if it's still too watery, you can add more potato starch. No problem at all. Now let's set this aside and prepare our bread. Take 4 slices of white bread, cut off the crust, and cut them into quarters. This is the size I love for shrimp toast, but if you prefer larger pieces or you wanna make it as one big sandwich, go ahead and do so. It's totally up to you. Alright, it's time to assemble. Place a spoonful of shrimp filling onto the bread. And then, as if you're making a sandwich, cover it with another piece. Once that's done, press gently in the center so that they can stick together. If any filling spills out from the sides, you can tidy it up with your finger or a spoon. It's not that difficult, right? Alright, they're ready to go. Let's get cooking. Fill your pot with enough oil and heat it to 160 degrees Celsius or 320 degrees Fahrenheit. Once it reaches the temperature, carefully add in your shrimp toast one by one and fry for about 6 minutes until they are golden brown and crispy on the outside. So simple, right? For information, besides deep frying, you can also cook this with shallow frying, or you can even use an air fryer with oil spray. So try whichever method you prefer. As always, everything will turn out fantastic. Alright, our shrimp toast is done. Let's remove them from the oil and let them rest for about 2 minutes. Here, the most important thing is to drain any excess oil, because if you don't, it can be a little greasy. So make sure you put them on a wire rag or on some paper towels to get rid of that excess oil. Alright, they're ready to serve. Let's put them on a serving plate and serve with our beautiful dipping sauce. How does it look? It looks absolutely fantastic, right? Alright, let's go to our taste tester. But before we meet our taste tester, I want to take a moment to thank our paid partner, BetterHelp. Running this channel is super rewarding, but let me tell you one thing, it's not easy at all. You know, English is not my first language, so creating recipes, writing video scripts, uploading detailed blog posts, and even writing a cookbook, they can be pretty overwhelming. Yes, I needed to manage my stress, and that's why I love talking about BetterHelp. You know, whether you're struggling with stress, feeling overwhelmed, or just need someone to talk to, therapy can be very helpful. BetterHelp's mission is to make therapy convenient for you, which is something I really appreciate. Because finding the right therapist can be a challenge, especially when you're juggling a bunch of stuff. But with BetterHelp, you just fill out a few questions online and you will get matched with a professional therapist who has years of experience in helping people with struggles just like yours. You'll be matched to a therapist usually within 48 hours, so you can get started fast. And here's the best part. If the first match is not quite right for you, you can easily switch therapists without any extra cost. Plus, you can do everything from the comfort of your home, so you don't have to worry about fitting therapy into your busy schedule. Also, you can have therapy sessions by phone call, video chat, or even messaging, so it's easy and less intimidating. If this sounds like something you can benefit from, use the link in my description below or visit betterhelp.com/Aaron and Claire and enjoy a special discount on your first month. Thanks, BetterHelp. Claire?
Ooh, shrimp toast! It's been a while since I had this one, like 3 or 4 years ago. I'm super excited. Let's give it a try. I miss you so much. 조그맣고 귀여운데 무겁네. 주변에 이렇게 새우살이 조금씩 튀어나온 게 더 먹음직스러워 보인다. Let's dip it in the sauce. 근데 일단 너무 힘들다. 손으로 먹을래. It's okay to eat with your fingers. Cheers! Wow. Can you hear the sound? One more. It's insane. Just as good as I remember. So good. 일단 소리로만 들어도 겉에 있는 그 빵이 엄청 바삭한 게 딱 느껴지잖아. 전혀 오일리하거나 그리시하지 않고 너무 바삭바삭하니 너무 맛있어. 근데 그게 속에 새우살을 정말 잔뜩 넣어준 거랑 정말 식감이 대조가 되면서 너무 맛있다. 다졌음에도 불구하고 새우살이 진짜 탱글탱글하게 그냥 느껴져 막. 왜 그 시우마이 먹는 거 있잖아. 그런 느낌으로다가 새우살이 막 살아있는 그런 느낌이야. 너무 맛있어. 그런 의미에서 너무 심하게 새우를 다지면 안 될 것 같아. 그리고 역시 신의 한 수는 진짜 이 소스인 것 같아. 아 이거 진짜 너무 중독적이야. 예전에 좀 귀찮았었을 때 칠리 소스에다 그냥 찍어 먹은 적도 있었거든. 근데 그거랑 비교했었을 때 진짜 한 10배 맛있게 해주는 것 같아. 약간 새콤하면서 짭조름하면서 거기다 마늘 향이 진짜 미친 듯이 퍼져 있어가지고 너무 맛있어. 이게 진짜 이거랑 찰떡궁합이야. 찰떡궁합. 진짜 이거는 고급 레스토랑에서 파는 맛이야. 너무 맛있어. 이건 맛도 맛이지만 속에 새우살이 가득 차 있는 그 모습을 꼭 보여줘야 될 것 같아. 내가 손으로 한번 갈라서 보여줄게. 약간 새우살이랑 파랑 알록달록. 속에도 예쁘네. It is so good, so I strongly recommend you give it a try. I think it's gonna be a great appetizer or drinking food. You'll regret it. Enjoy!
Today, I showed you how to make shrimp toast, one of my all-time favorite Chinese appetizers. How was it? It looks fancy, but it's incredibly easy to make, right? So the next time when you're planning a fancy dinner for your family, why don't you give this a try? Thanks to this bad boy, you will get a big wow from everyone at the table. And not only that, if there are seafood haters in the group, it'll be the day they become a seafood lover. I guarantee it. Alright, this is it for today, and I'll see you next time.